Good morning.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Ange.
What time is it?
Dude, I don't even know.
You know what time it is? It's 5:32 in the fucking afternoon. It feels like it's like 9 to me, man.
Well, that's because you just woke up from a nap.
Dude, listen. As you're sleeping away or doing whatever you do at 2 in the morning on your time, it's 3 in the morning my time, and I'm starting to wake up because I had to be in at work at like 5.
2 in the morning my time on a Thursday and Friday. I'm at work.
Yeah, but
driving down the road.
You were at work last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so alright, you were at
I
work.
haven't been to bed yet.
You know what, man?
And it's 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But depending on when everybody listens to us, it's best to say good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good twilight.
We are not going to do an episode like that. No.
No?
Well, I mean, it just reminded me of that movie, that one with Jim Carrey.
Oh man, you talking about not the one where he repeats his day, not like Groundhog Day.
No.
It wasn't that.
It was,
that wasn't the Newman Show.
His days was the Newman Show.
The Newman Show where he was on a TV show and a reality show being recorded, right?
Good morning, good afternoon. In case I don't see you, good evening and good night.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that was in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, shit. Anyway, but yes, the point is, I'm waking up from a nap. It feels like it's our normal time to record. But
yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it's a little brighter outside, but
a little brighter outside. My hair's all a mess. Shit. So bear with me as I gain my bearings going into this.
It's all right. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I bet it's not. It better not be.
So we got everything from storage over to the garage.
Did
yesterday.
you?
Yeah.
Shit.
I started organizing everything, and I think there's some stuff missing. Like
what do you think's missing? Because now I'm interested.
Like sockets.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you this.
And the millimeter wrenches.
Okay, so
there's a handful of those I know that are. It's not as much as what I'm used to seeing.
You have to remember, I do have tools here.
Right, I know.
I have wrenches. I have all the spark plug sockets. I have some ratchets. I was doing a catalytic exhaust swap. Back in 2013, I lost both 10 mils. Like shortly after we got that tool set.
Damn.
So, I mean, they're in the mud somewhere out in the county.
I haven't organized it to that extent.
I'm just letting you know.
Like, I've got it all piled in the drawers. I just have to go through and...
I'm going to be a nitpicker real quick. You don't have the old and the new mixed in together, do you? You're keeping the whole new Craftsman sets?
I'm going to be keeping it separate, yeah.
Because I don't want the rust transferring. That's my biggest concern. I don't care about having multiples, but it's that rust that's on the older tools. I know it can easily transfer. Just by sitting next to it.
I have a buffer on my grinder, so I can get rid of the rust.
If you can get rid of the rust, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, while they're rusty, those shits cost Dad and I a lot of money. More him than me.
Oh, trust me, I know.
He told you all about it.
No.
Well, you just know.
I have a whole Craftsman set myself.
Yeah, so you know the cost.
Granted, my Craftsman set, though, I bought from Sears Outlets. It was already open. It was an open box, so I got them at like a half price discount.
Oh, that's not bad, dude. Dad and I went during income tax time one day and went and got the toolbox from Harbor Freight, and then we went to Sears because we were talking in the truck and we got the toolboxes strapped in the back, and we're like, so what tool set do we want to go with? What brand? And it was a cool conversation though, because like we just sat there in his old F-150 and it was like, well, we can go with, Snap-on, we can go with Craftsman, not Napa. I don't think Napa's a brand. Matco. We go Matco, and I think there was another one. But we were just talking bullshit back and forth, and we're like, you know what, Craftsman, because Sears and the lifetime warranty and all this other shit, and it made sense. So we went and we blew like all together that day between us both, and of course he spent more than me, but I think we spent close to $3,000 in one day just on tool set and like tools. But when you look back at it, which it was great 10 years ago when we did it or so, because I think it was about 8, maybe 7 years ago. But now with Sears all closed down, like I know you can go to certain stores and exchange Craftsman and get the warranty, but good luck finding a place that actually do it anymore. As far as I know,
bought the Craftsman contract.
So does Lowe's have the warranty shit going on?
I believe they do.
That
because
would be
they
good.
have everything of Craftsman. Wrenches, sockets, tools, like the whole 9 yards.
Well, if Lowe's honors that Craftsman deal, then the warranty, and they're open to doing that, then that makes me feel a little better about the tool set we chose, for sure.
Yes. Looking it up on Lowe's website, they do honor the warranty for Craftsman.
So it follows suit. It can't be anything pneumatic. It can't be anything motorized. It can't be anything like stools or anything like that.
Right. Wrenches, sockets, and it can't show, stuff like that.
Yes. Gotcha. Man, I remember I worked at as a service writer for the trucking outlet, and we had a brand new PM tech. Right, he came in, and he had just gotten a box because Snap-on would come through and do their little tool truck thing and whatnot.
Right.
This dude had a lime bright green, like the color green your truck was.
Oh, I've seen those.
The Snap-on toolbox, but he only had the bottom chest. I asked him how much he paid for it. Just for the bottom chest was like $4,300, dude. Yeah,
that is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm like, I have a whole toolbox that works just as good. If I take the top off, I got my tool chest. I got the whole damn thing for like about a little less than $1,000, maybe a little more. Like, you're just paying for that little badge,
right? And
some different lube on the bearings.
Yep. But you keep them things lubed up, you're fine.
Yeah, I know.
And see, I got my tools. It was I want to say it was a 2,500 piece set. I got it for like maybe $150.
That's not bad.
And it came with all the ratchet wrenches.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it came with the ratchet wrenches.
Well, and if you remember too, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we also have tools in the set that should be Napa tool set from Penco Tech.
So, but I got the toolbox. I don't have the chest, but I got the toolbox for, I don't know, I think it was like $105.
Oh yeah,
the 5-drawer box that goes on top of the chest.
Hey, hold that thought. Text me 7.28. Just text it to me. I'm just trying to be smart. Anyway, so how's that monster? Why didn't you bring me one?
Because I bought it before I left. I had to go run somebody around town to find their car, and I stopped at the store and grabbed a couple monsters.
That's probably why I was so irritable and tired when I got home today, dude. But go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know you were tired and irritable when you got home. But
dude,
anyway,
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I picked up the monsters when I was running around, and it's almost empty now.
Oh shit! Well,
I was running around for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Well, I started my day off with a can of Pepsi. I had 3 hours of sleep, 3.5 hours of sleep. Woke up, had a can of Pepsi, stopped at the gas station on my way into work, and got myself a regular Monster and a fruit punch Monster. The first time in my life I've ever bought in a different flavor energy drink for myself, other than the regular base flavor, because I can't stand anything anything else. But a person at work buys the different flavors and like share a can with me, so I'll like have a sip and I'll be able to taste them and test them. So I like the fruit punch one. But anyway, so I had 2 cans of Monster, and then I went to work. So on the way to work, I finished my can of Pepsi, popped my can of Monster, and it was like 2 hours into work. And so we were talking 7 in the morning, 7:30. I go to my locker, grab the regular Monster, boop, drink that. I take my lunch at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and went and got a large coffee from Dunkin' Donuts.
Holy Jesus.
So that's what I'm saying. I think I fucking just was in that crash mode, bro. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah, caffeine crash.
I love them. They help with the headache so good, though, man. Like, sometimes when I wake up that early, I'll have a migraine when I wake up. Because I don't get to sleep till late.
No.
It's just the life I live.
Dude, I had a bad headache Thursday. Holy shit.
Did you?
It was really bad. Like, I was on the phone with Dad because we were on our way to Nashville, and he was right behind me.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So we were on our way to Nashville, and we were talking about it on the phone. He's like, "You want to just ride to Cookville with me?" And I'm like, "Sure." So, I get in the truck, and my head's already starting to pound. I told him when we were at the first location that I was getting a headache.
Right.
And he told me, stop up at the gas station on your way over to the MCA and get some Tylenol or Advil or something. And I'm like, nah, it'll be all right.
You let him roll out.
Well, you're riding with me, aren't you? I'm like, well, yeah. So I'll just wait until because he normally stops and
Does his coffee thing.
Yeah,
Why
does
not?
his coffee thing.
Right.
So I said, I'll just wait until you stop and get your coffee, and I'll get some Advil or something like that for my headache. And I popped that shit, and we got to Cookeville. We had to wait for a little bit for the other trailer to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I laid down in the back, and I slept until we got almost back to Nashville.
Damn. Did it help at all?
It did. It did help. It started easing a little bit, but when I woke up, I popped the other two because I got the 4-pack.
Okay.
So, yeah, I took 2 and then laid down and then took the other 2 when I woke up. And by the time I got home, it was pretty much gone. It was just a little bit of pressure. So,
man, it
wasn't too bad.
My right shoulder was killing me this morning for the first time, like, since I had fucked it up.
Oh, really?
Like, dude, I got out of my car. I couldn't bend my neck. Like, I feel there's a tendon or muscle, I think, like right here in the arch of your neck.
What's a muscle?
Well, this muscle here, when I go, it starts to ache when I'm turning my head this far. So, but that ache goes to the back of my rotator cuff. When I move my arm a certain way, dude, my fucking whole right side just flares out, like flares up. And if you look at my shoulders, right, so hold on.
Well, if it flares up, it could be out of socket.
I think it is, because look, like, let me stand up real quick. Look at my outline. Tell me my shoulders aren't the same. Tell me, one's like sloped at a softer slope and one's broad. This was the one fucked up.
Yeah.
If it's out of socket, you know how long it's been out of socket?
Probably a while.
Since we've been in Minnesota. That's when it happened. Yeah. So, I don't know what to do. If I put it back in socket, like, it might be too late. The cartilage might have grew around it and it might be permanently fucked.
I don't know.
Until surgery. But yeah, I figured that's interesting. I mean, every time
a physical therapist.
Your ex-wife is.
Yeah.
She'd check me out, wouldn't she?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
I'd have to hit her. Yeah, I'd have to hit her up. Like, yo, look, you can check me out. Because she could pop that bitch back into place without damaging my arm. Then sure, why not go for it?
Yeah.
I'd love to have full mobility back.
You'd have to hit her up.
Yeah.
I would, but that's your thing. You do it.
Oh, no, I will. I will. What is she doing out there?
Dude, I don't know. You left her playing Halo. She's just being a kid.
She's just
man.
being a
That's
kid.
just what she does. It's okay.
No, it's all good in the hood.
It's all part of life.
I know. I miss those days.
Yeah.
In a way. But
I thought about canceling my Xbox membership because I don't use it.
Yo, I heard a rumor. I've read a rumor, and it was posted from a source that it was posted on Facebook, but the source of it is this guy that had leaked multiple like things, like game titles and game news and shit. And it's been right, but this article said that they had, because Xbox phased out the 1-year subscription. You can't buy 1 year at a time now. You have to either get 1 month at a time or you're 3 months at a time.
Right.
So this dude's like, look, it's inevitable. Xbox's pay-to-play program is going to just diminish. So it's going to be free.
Really?
Games Pass included. That's what the rumor is that
Well,
Xbox Live
cool.
is going to be no more cost. Games Pass is free. Think about it. And when you think about it, it's ironic because when Xbox, like the original Xbox came out and the PlayStation 2 was out, you had internet capabilities for both. Okay? You had to always pay for the Xbox's internet, Xbox Live. You always had to pay for it no matter what. I remember paying for it back in 2002 or 3 whenever I got my Xbox.
Right.
PS2 was free.
Oh, yeah, because it just went off your internet.
Well, no, you had to buy a modem for it and shit. It was like $200 to get the shit.
Oh.
Yeah. But, so, when they got the PS3 and Xbox 360 going, same price, same type of shit with Xbox Live.
PS3 was still free.
PS3 was free.
Because I remember us playing free online and stuff like that. With
Exactly,
the PS3
and that was a large thing in the battle back in the day.
Right.
And it's carried that way now. You pay for both. The Xbox Live has still never been free, but it's still there at the same rate. And PlayStation or Sony now
just now started.
Well,
charging.
not just now. They started charging back on the PS3 when PlayStation the gold subscription or whatever.
Yeah, but you could still play online for free with a PS3.
You can, but I'm saying to get the free games each month and shit like that.
Right.
That's remained the same on Microsoft's side. Sony started charging, but now Microsoft is rumored to become free with all that shit while Sony has not said a damn word about reducing pricing or anything. It's ironic because after all these years,
if it comes out with a new one.
After what, 20 years now?
Xbox X?
One X, Series X. Xbox
X?
Yeah, the mini fridge.
The mini fridge.
Alright. I want one.
I'll give you that.
Dude, I want one. It looks, I don't know, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's neat. I'm not knocking it or nothing.
I don't know. There's no telling if that's really, well, I know that's probably what that'll look like. The PS5, I can't see them making that thing that ridiculous. I think they're going to take all that backlash about it being like a binder or a modem, and I think they're going to change the design a little bit. Yeah,
they might if they didn't already make the molds and shit for it.
And then someone released, I seen it today while I was on a break at work. Remember the Sega Dreamcast?
Yeah.
So one of my friends had posted a video about apparently someone's trying to develop a Dreamcast too. Yep. But it looks fake as fuck because when you look at the model for it, it's just the old style, like the first series or the first generation of the Xbox One.
Right, it looked almost like the Atari or the...
Well, not the Atari, no. I'm talking, it looks, so you know the Xbox ones, the older ones, not like what we got,
right,
but the ones that came before, how it was real cubey and boxy, they looked exactly like that. You know?
Yeah.
So it's fake, I think, but that's not the first time I've seen something about a Dreamcast revival from a third party.
Well, I mean, you know, they did make the Sonic movie.
I fell asleep during it. I went to check it out finally.
It was done by Sega, you know.
Well, Sega's still a thing.
Right.
They just got out of the gaming. But
they might come back.
I want to say they worked with Microsoft because if you think about the controllers, which I thought about this years ago and it struck me as odd, like I caught my eye. You look at a Dreamcast controller, it's typically the way it's laid out. You have your control stick up on the left, D-pad below it, Sega control stick on the right down here, and then your buttons are Y, B, A, and X. And you have 2 triggers.
Right.
The Xbox has the 4 triggers, obviously now, but same stick and D-pad layout, and the buttons are Y, B, A, X. In the same order, same color scheme. There's no way, because I think Microsoft actually developed parts for the Dreamcast. I think I remember seeing a Windows CE. I think that was a Windows operating system on there. If I'm not mistaken, because I think I remember seeing the stamp on the console.
That'd be neat.
Yeah. And did you know inside of your Xbox, if you take apart the casing, not only is there a hidden little Master Chief etched on part of your outer shell, there's a little Master Chief etched on the motherboard. Really? I believe it's somewhere. I think it's on the motherboard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, little Master Chief, dude.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what they call those Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, yeah.
Jeep has a bunch of
them. Yeah, they do. I remember reading it's with different animals or some shit, right? Like, and it's just in each Jeep. I think has a different one in a conspicuous place. I don't know if it goes by.
Well, I was watching this video. I was watching a video. This lady had a Jeep. And she had a bunch of different critters in her one Jeep.
Oh,
in
really?
All the different locations.
So maybe it's just a uniform thing.
Yeah, it could be.
I would imagine. So that'd be a lot of trouble to go through PNC programming or whatever the fucking thing they are. I can't think right now.
Part of the mold when they mold it out.
Yeah, but if they got to change the mold constantly for different animals, if that's how they had done it, that's a lot.
No,
of
it's
work.
the same animal on the same panel.
No, I'm saying, but if it was the other way around, so maybe it is that way on all the Jeeps.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fucking. So I was listening to the Views podcast, right?
Okay.
With David Dobrik and Jason Nash, and he had said that he bought a Tesla Roadster.
Holy shit!
Right, but. You pay for it now. Apparently, that's how you got to do it. It's a $250,000 car, and you have to pay for it outright. You can't finance it.
Okay.
So the way that you got to pay for it is apparently, from what I hear from his podcast, is you have to go on this website. You pay the money. Okay.
So it's digital.
No, you pay out of your account.
Right. Well, but digitally.
Right, and you don't get to pick the color. You don't get to pick any options. Nothing, because they're in pre-production. So, it's supposed to be released in 2020, start getting shipped out, but he's like, it could take 3 or 4 years for this car to come. Yeah, like, it's crazy to think about it. So, like, you literally paid $250,000
for a vehicle. You don't know what the color.
You don't know you don't know when you're going to get it.
Wow.
That shit's nuts, dude.
Screw that.
And then I seen some dude I seen a thing on Facebook that some dude had a custom made yacht. And I want to mention it because I mentioned my yacht party that we're going to have eventually, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get a yacht.
Yo, this fucking yacht was a hotel. It looked like a mini little, like a motel.
Huh.
Yeah, it was like, picture the inside of like a Titanic or a cruise ship. But up-scheme, fancy, with nice rug and nice walls and all that shit. Mm. And it had like 5 or 6 little bedrooms. But he had it custom built. Like, this thing was a monster, bro.
Damn.
This thing was probably about as long as a tractor trailer.
Damn.
Yeah, it was huge.
Okay.
So I just got me thinking, like, that would be a bomb-ass yacht. To
if you got the money, I guess.
Fuck yeah, I would. If I could, I would.
Any rich people out there want to share some wealth? We got some ideas on how to make that happen. Like, for real.
Man, you know, I think every podcast so far, in some sort of type or fashion, has mentioned money.
It has, but I mean, that's because...
it's just funny. It's just funny to me. Because you notice these, like, especially on my side editing them, because I mention that a lot too. But on my side of it, I notice all of it because I'll be like, oh shit. Because I do this, you know, second, third listens and shit, so... I don't know, I catch it all. So I pick it up.
Heck yeah, dude.
So, it's, you know, like a big dude.
Yeah.
Pick things up and put them down.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You had it right the first time.
I did. I'm just going to cut it out at the pick shit up and put it down part. Because that right there, nope.
So, we are 22 minutes in.
22 minutes.
Yes, we have talked about...
Ad cut.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, dude.
What's up?
I witnessed a murder. Yeah, man. I fucking witnessed a murder.
Oh, man.
Don't laugh. Man. It's messed up.
I know it's messed up, but I laugh because I remember that because it was earlier this week.
So, to catch everybody up to speed... I was in front of my garage, washing my truck, and the neighbor comes home, and I hear her yelling at the dog, "Drop it! Drop it!" So I'm looking over. Her pit bull, her son's pit bull, her older son's pit bull, has his cat by the mouth. Man, it was insane.
Was he like shaking it rapidly and shit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like he was jerking his head up. He would not.
He was breaking its neck.
He would not let go.
Well, they got that lockjaw shit.
She tried getting him to let it go. I ran over and I grabbed the back of his collar, like where his neck is, and he immediately dropped it. Yeah.
But then he was probably turned on you.
Yeah, he turned and looked at me like, "Who the hell are you?" And I'm like, I told her, I advised her, I was like, this cat is not going to make it. It's convulsing in seizures right now. And I was like, and I don't want to let him go for you to let him inside. I was like, can you grab him and take him in? Because I think he might lunge at me next.
Right.
She's like, oh, yeah, not a problem. I was like, okay. So she grabbed the dog, put him inside, and then we came up with a game plan, you know. She couldn't see blood or else she was going to pass out.
Oh, she's like that
squeamish
type?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like she can't see blood. So, you know, I told her just to look the other way, or if she didn't mind, grabbing the water hose and bringing it over. I ran to the house, grabbed a black trash bag, and I put the cat in the bag and sprayed the sidewalk off for her and stuff like that.
You know, I think the funny... I remember when you texted me this, though. You're like, dude, I just seen a murder. Or something like, you know, along those lines. And
right.
I'm like, I asked you, I'm like, for real? Nah. I asked you to take a picture of it.
Yeah, you asked me to send you a damn picture. Like, what, dude? No.
Like, dude, but what happened when you told me that? Because you didn't tell me about no cat, no dog. I'm thinking, like, you're like, I'm looking at the body in my front yard. Take a picture. Like, you don't get to fucking remember this moment. You know, I know you would,
well,
but I wouldn't.
I mean, no, I wouldn't.
But no, so what I thought happened was like, damn, like they really rode deep in Tansy, because I'm like, he must have been on the front porch chilling, having coffee, doing something, and all of a sudden I just pictured this car rolling by, and you hearing a bang, like someone got shot, Mm-hmm. And then, like, the door opening, and some dude getting, like, drop kicked out of the side of the car, hitting the ground, and rolling down into your yard. I'm thinking you're sitting there...
That is pretty damn elaborate.
I'm thinking you're sitting there, sipping your coffee, and this rolls out. I'm like, damn! I'm like, they roll fucking hard. And then you decided to tell me it was a cat.
That's a hell of an imagination, though.
But
like,
you want to know what's funny? It happened like that. That's what went. Like, so when you said, I seen a murder... and you said it was in your yard, that's how quick I came up with that little, like, that's how quick it was.
Wow. That was a pretty good scenario, though.
Yeah, it's having a boring childhood.
I mean, I don't think Tansy rolls that deep, but...
Dude, I don't
know. I wouldn't put it past it, I guess.
It was funny the way I pictured it. And then, you're like, it's a fucking cat and dog. Like, oh. I didn't. Oh. Yeah. So that was fun. That was fun. Boop, back to dogs. So, shit. So, with him tasting that cat and eating that cat like that, do you think he got blood in his mouth?
Oh, he did.
And he's a pit bull, right?
Yeah.
He wants to get blood, man. That's what they fucking want. It's from what I hear.
I've explained that to the mom.
It's what I heard. And then, it's like when
he also had scratches and shit on his nose and all that. So it could have
went either way.
Yeah, it could have been either one.
That's true.
It's just, I know there was blood when I picked the cat up.
Well, I gotta say this quietly, but it's like when Athena, Casey and mine's old pit bull, ate Miranda's turtle. Yeah. Dude. So,
I don't mean to laugh, but I've never had turtles, so I'm kind of curious as how that would taste.
Casey got a turtle for free from a friend back in Salem, okay? And I'm like, alright, cool, we got a turtle. No shit, that's neat. But what happened was, we had it for about a month and a half, had a little box in a home in the man room, and one morning we come in and the turtle's gone. Like, where'd it go? It must be crawling around the house somewhere or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
Goes throughout the day, I go to work, I come from work, and Casey's like, I still can't find this fucking turtle. I'm like, alright, well, I'm sure it'll show up. It's later that night, Miranda's in bed and shit, like, we just put her down for bed, and Casey and I were getting on the couch watching TV. And I put my feet in the cushions to, like, get that nice cool effect on my toes, and I feel something hard. I'm like, there's a turtle. We fucking sat in it and suffocated it. No, it was bits and pieces of its shell, its legs, Athena ate it and hid the rest in the couch.
Well, did my mom tell you what happened at her house?
With the duck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she told me, you didn't tell me this part. She was like, but I didn't find a body. She told me that she thinks the dog ate the duck.
No.
Right, go ahead.
That was the first one.
Oh, I think that's
the one that she showed you today. That was their second one.
Wait, today? Yesterday.
Last night. Whatever.
The day before yesterday.
Right.
She told me about the one that went over, got too close, and then she came out, there was a bunch of feathers.
Right.
And no body. That's the one I know about.
Did she show you the feathers?
No.
Okay, well that was the first one then. That was the first duck.
She had two.
She had two.
Wait, there was one there when I was there last.
You were just there today, right?
I was there today. I didn't look to see, but I was there sitting with her 2 days ago.
Right.
And there was a duck out back.
Not anymore. But yeah.
The second duck's gone?
It's gone, dude.
What the hell, that quick?
Yep.
I just was looking at it and quacking with it the other day.
It's gone.
Holy shit.
I looked at the dog and I'm like, seriously? You couldn't save me any? Feathers all over the fucking yard, dude.
Right. No body again?
No body again. I asked Mom, like, what do they do? Fucking disintegrate when they explode? There's no carcass.
There's no carcass. It's like they eat Alka-Seltzer.
She thinks that it was getting over there at night, over by the dog.
Right, because there's no barrier between the two.
No.
Right.
And so the dog, heard something freaking creeping up on his land.
And freaked the fuck out.
And attacked it.
And ate a duck.
Yep.
Twice.
Yep.
Shit.
Lucky dog.
Shit.
I've not had duck yet.
Yeah, but he's had raw duck.
I wanted to eat that duck. He was so fat.
I know. He was huge.
He was so big. But I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to because he's a pet.
Why don't we go buy a duck from Tractor Supply Co? They'll sell you a duck. And we can raise it and cherish it, and then we can fucking eat it.
Why? We'll just give it to Mom, let her do it.
Because she won't give it back to us to eat.
Yes, she will.
She'll grow attached to the dog, Keith.
No, she won't.
Keith.
They're for the kids.
The kids will grow attached and she won't let it go.
No, they won't. It'll be mine.
We'll serve her at Thanksgiving dinner this year.
I'm going to have to ask her if she'll do that.
That's
either
a good idea.
Or she'll listen to this podcast and then she'll call me and be like, yeah, I don't mind.
Right.
You buy all the stuff for it.
Yeah, but wait. What if Cujo in the backyard gets a hold of it again?
Well, she's going to... They're supposedly...
Gonna put up like a barrier now?
No, there's a fence. There's already a fence and stuff. So if they get any more... then she's going to start putting them away at night.
Oh, okay.
Because they do have their own little kennel and cage and stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But she's just been leaving them open because during the day they're fine.
Right, it's just that night time.
It's just at night that they ran into the issues.
But it only happened recently, though, too, right?
Right. So she's thinking if she puts them away at night, it'll be fine.
Think about it this way, too. How old is the big dog? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because if it's old enough, it could be going, like, night blind.
Right. Not
recognizing what they are. You know what I mean? That's
could
a possibility, too.
Could be.
That's a shame, though, man. I was just quacking with him the other day.
Yep. He's gone now.
I'm a fucking loser. Man. Yeah, so they finally got it confirmed at work so I have off tomorrow and I go back into work and then I have off the 3-day weekend, which is going to be bomb, yo. We need to figure out what to do on that 3-day weekend.
Okay.
At least one night. He's going to get a babysitter or something.
Right.
But then after I have that 3-day weekend, I work a bunch of weird half and half shifts, and then when I come back from Colorado, I'm permanently up front until further notice.
Alright.
Yeah, man. It was good being back there today, I'll tell you that. The day went by so fast.
Did it?
I loved it. It goes by slow when you're just sitting doing the same thing. You know, in this position, you're constantly going across the store, just doing random shit, and still helping people. Right. You know, when you get the chance. Like, I'm fine with that. It helps the day go by so fast, and it seems to be better shifts. You know what I mean? So I can't really complain too much, man.
Better, you know?
It's actually, I enjoy it. But, a friend was like, because I put a post out about possibly, like, you know, how being like 20 hours away from Miranda was way too far right now. Mm-hmm. And somebody at work was like, so you thinking about moving? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I got it good here for the most part, decent. I do. Mm-hmm. But 20 hours is a long way away from, you know, my daughter. So I'm like, I've been thinking about it. I don't know. Thinking about finishing out the lease here, and then...
You know, it is not that uncommon for kids to take a plane.
I know that, and I've heard that before, but in today's day and age, you never know what could happen. Like, with the COVID and shit, and I'm not worried about the disease, I'm worried about people losing their shit.
Right.
I don't want it. She's 8. I think if she's going to take a plane, I'm fine with her taking a plane. I will go and take a plane any day of the week, now that I've done it.
Right.
I want her to be, I want either myself or Casey to be with her the first time or two. Mm-hmm. Just so she can get used to it with somebody that she knows and trusts. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
I get they put the chaperones and the chaperones.
Chaperones.
Shit.
But yeah, she'll be, you know, once you get her on a couple of flights, she'll be okay.
Yeah. Once a couple flights go by, I'd be more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just getting those first couple out the way. Plus, it gives me a reason to fly, not fly, but to be on the plane. Which I was looking into that, and I don't remember if I ever mentioned this on any other podcast episode yet. But that's how I looked into being a aviator, like a commercial airline pilot. And
no,
it only takes 2 years.
That's it.
That's it, dude. It's just like getting your CDL, but a longer process.
Well, yeah, because you got to get the flight hours and stuff. I've looked into getting my pilot's license.
Well, that's what it is. Like, that's what I mean. Is like
because back when I was doing the drone work and stuff, I had to have
knowledge of the area.
I had to have a personal license.
Right.
One that you can just get online and apply, and you put in your information, they'd send you a card.
Right.
You know, that gives you to be able to use it on a personal level. But if you were to own a business, you had to go to school, do pilot training courses and shit like that to get an actual pilot license for commercial use.
Makes
just
sense.
For a drone.
Makes sense. For pretty much basically an airborne RC car.
Yeah.
I was looking into it though, and I mean
they do classes up in Crossville at the airport.
Well, I was thinking about it, I was thinking about that. I've been thinking about a few things. But regardless, I thought that would be, a cool career to kind of follow.
It would be.
You know what I mean? Like, if I knew it was only 2 years ago, I'd have probably done it. And it probably wouldn't have been as incorporated or as complex as it is nowadays.
Right. Well, when I tried to join the Navy...
You too?
I tried joining the Air Force first.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was talking to the Air Force about joining there. Because I wanted to fly.
That would have been cool.
But they said with me being born with clubfoot, I wasn't eligible. I wouldn't be able to.
That was them with me with the Navy. Yeah, I got turned down.
So,
but you know what? The minute you turn me down, don't come selecting me.
Right.
I'll stay in the backbones.
That's right.
Bring the minerals up front.
When you try, you try. When you don't get it, you know what? You don't get it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Johnny got in, so that's all that matters.
Hey, look, man. To each their own. I support everyone who supports the country and whatnot.
That's one thing. Talking about pilot's license, that's one thing that really irked my fucking nerve.
What pulled your spaghetti string? I'm trying out different sayings. And
I guess a nerve or something would be about the
it would be
consistency of a spaghetti. I don't know. I'm not an anatomy person.
I'm just saying.
But
one of these times, one of my little weird quirky sayings is going to get
it's going to catch on somewhere,
and that right there is going to be our meal ticket.
But yeah, as soon as the new high school in Crossville got built, got finished, it was like the year after I graduated from the old high school.
You told me about that.
Where it was all overpopulated and stuff, and then they agreed to build a new one, so they built the new one, and as soon as we graduate, the new one opens. The new one has a freaking flight program.
Does it really?
Yeah, where you can fucking go and fly planes.
What?
Yes.
What?
It's an actual class.
Is that what that... Wait. What's your...
Up in Crossville, during the school, if you see like little Cessnas and shit flying around all the time, that's the students.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's neat. That's interesting. I wonder what teacher brought that to light.
I don't know.
Shit.
I heard rumors that they had a drone class too.
I was just talking to Mike. Mike was breaking mob. Mike had made some brownies, and I was talking to him about the old high school classes, and we were talking about home ec. I never took home ec.
Really?
Yeah, no. I took my electives that I took before I dropped out was I took CAD drawing, so like blueprints and architecture shit like that. I took web design, Photoshop, and I think there was like another one or two. But then I dropped out.
In high school?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, lucky you.
Yeah, like it was cool too. The way my day broke down was because I spent half my day going through like math or literature or something like that, and then went to my ROTC class, and then after that it was like, all right, go have lunch, and then go sit on the computer for like an hour and a half, just fucking making websites and doing Photoshop and all this other shit, or go sit and do some. I did art. It was one of my electives, so I used to do like the clay sculptures and not the complex ones, but like the beginning kiln shit, and go and draw buildings and measurements and blueprints and shit. It was pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had some off the wall shit.
Well, I had opportunities when I was in high school, from my junior and senior year, to be able to go to tech as an elective course.
I tried, but I wasn't good enough academically. Because I had so many days out.
Doing computer IT or, body repair or mechanics or something like that, like the trade. Because it's a trade school. So.
Yeah, it takes up like half your senior and junior semester or some shit like that.
Something like that. But anyway, I had an opportunity to do that and I never did.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Did you have did you have internal suspension at your high school? ISS? Where you sat in a room or you sat wherever and you couldn't do nothing?
It's in school suspension.
Well, mine was called internal suspension. So they put you and 10 other people in a room. There's no clock. There's a teacher sitting. It's pure silence.
Okay, so if it's internal suspension, why is there two S's?
ISS, in-school suspension, internal suspension. I didn't know what you guys might have called it.
Right.
Did I ever tell you I had to sit through that shit for 47 days straight?
Holy shit.
I was in there so long that they lost track of me. Dude. So what happened was I got in a fight after school. I did.
Wow.
I got in a fight after school. Me and this kid were going back and forth, back and forth. Well, this motherfucker tries to throw me down the steps. So I fucking push him, knock him over or some shit. I get on the bus to go home. This is after detention, too. This was after detention. So
You had a bus to take you home after detention?
Yeah, dude, they took us all home.
Lucky.
You had, dude, after school, because you had your academics getting out at the same time as detention. Everybody else was getting out, and the buses would take everybody home.
Oh, okay.
There would be different routes, of course, than what your normal would be, but whatever. So I'm on my way to the bus, and I get pushed, and, I push him back, and then I get on the bus. Well, the security guard comes up and like, you get the fuck off the bus now. And I'm like, what did I do? You know what I mean? Like, I know what the fuck was going on. So, got off the bus, and we go sit in the vice principal's office, all right? And she's talking to him real calmly. And then she starts yelling down my throat, man. Yelling down my throat. I called her a racist. I had gotten on record 27 days internal suspension for that.
Wow.
But in reality, at like day 27, they never came and told me it was over. And I lost track. I was in there for an additional like 20 days, dude. Day in, day out, sitting in this fucking room for like 10 hours a day. Eating nothing but a ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh, that sucks.
No clock on the wall. Can't do shit. Can't know the.
I think the longest I was in ISS was 7 days.
They came and got me.
But I did more detention than ISS.
They came and got me. They finally realized, because all of a sudden they were like, "Where are you at? We thought you were skipping school for like the last week. We don't have any record of you being in homeroom." I'm like, "Well, you fucking sent me up here for over 2 months." No one came and got me yet. They're like, "You've been here for how long?" Like, they were like, "You've been here for 2 weeks too long, dude," or something like that. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some. It wasn't my parents that forgot me in the store. My school forgot me in the internal suspension.
Well, at least you were still in the building. You gotta look at the brighter side.
The brighter side. The room was all white. It was bright as shit. It was the old computer room from the 80s.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, it was lined up. It was weird, man. It was fucking crazy. It was. But it was, you know what? I look back now at like high school, and I look back at all the shit. It's all good. It was experiences. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of shapes who you are. Probably causes some PTSD, pokes and
of
squirts,
course it does.
Of
course it does. Ours had like little cubicles that you had to sit in.
That was our middle
almost
school.
Like almost like computer class.
That was our middle
school. And then
school.
there was desks in the middle too, so that way if it got too full, the kids would sit in the desks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. It was nuts.
I remember they used to call my vice principal at my middle school cannon titties.
What?
Cannon titties.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know, she was just built. They were like Z's or Y's or something, dude. It was weird. It was the funniest shit though when you heard it. It was the funniest shit ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I called her Blastoise.
That's fucked up, yo.
Little bit. Just a wee bit. But nah, I guess, shit. That's about all the time we have for today, bro.
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
I didn't realize we were that far in already.
That's what she said. Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Definitely like us, share us, Twitter, fucking Instagram, Facebook page.
We're not on Twitter or Instagram yet. I'm working on
that. The studio's page is Twitter, I think, or I'm at least sharing it on Twitter. I'm sharing it and tagging people on Twitter and things and pages.
Yeah, your personal Twitter.
Well, yeah, but I'm still sharing it. And
still got to make one for the podcast.
This is your fault we're hanging on to this damn outro now.
I know it is. It is my fault, and I apologize. Anyway, guys, like us on Facebook. Be on the lookout for our Instagram and Twitter pages. They will be coming up. As always, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful week, and we'll catch you next Monday.
See ya.
Later.